look at my notes here.
You were coming up with your plan the night before for what you guys would do during the day once you woke up in the morning. And once you came downstairs, you guys had the idea of basically asking some questions of the bartender Bailrand.
Yeah. And I believe it was Aurelian and Alexander that took a drink of something that was kind of like it had a strong, like, potent smell to it. That kind of, for a moment, messed with their senses a little bit. And then afterwards, we went to kind of like the front of a shopkeep for the knives. We met with the Grandmaster and I believe 2 other members.
You were looking for the Wall of Wonders, yeah.
Yes. And then shortly after, like, Corla joined in, and then it was Cesar that went through the process of getting his memories because what's his name? Pandit can has the ability to do so. And so we got to learn a bit of Cesar's background. That, like, the other members of his group and or clan are Dragonborn, where he is not completely, like, reptilian. And then afterwards, like, it was offered to us if anyone wanted to go next. Everyone else was a little more reserved on that. But Rail is volunteered to go next after figuring out a mission on how to break out the leader of the knives, because he's held captive by the sisters and the Maharaja. Gosh, I need you to knock it off. And I know I'm leaving a lot of details out, but I believe that's where we are currently. We're still at the hideout, but we're kind of trying to come up with a game plan on the choices that we have to try to break him out without bringing in more of, like, the sisters.
And Corla, once he came back and was talking to you guys, was basically giving you the lowdown upon what they know about the jail. You guys were going over the fine details and that they had some ideas of what they could do to try to get the leader out. The problem is that he's inside the jail. There's about 2 days left. The next day and then the following evening is his execution date. And they need to find some way of getting him out of the jail cell. And they're hoping they can use you. The knives can utilize you, because any knife member, no matter how much they get disguised, the sisters are so used to them that they pick up on them and pretty much kill them immediately. So you guys are a wild card where they don't know your intentions, and they could possibly get you close enough that you guys could find him and get him out there. But the trick is doing so without setting off the alarms or letting the sisters know onto your plan what you guys are here for. So you're discussing sabotage, distraction, scaling, infiltration, all sorts of ways of getting your way inside. But the main thing you guys need to do now is figure out how are we going to go about saving the leader of the knives.
Yep.
Which I believe last time we talked was the Czar was planning on doing a distraction event with Aurelian.
That was some
It's
of what
kind
you
of
guys
like
were
the
talking
thing.
about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what do you guys say to each other? As
I got kicked.
what?
I got kicked.
You
My
got-
account signed me out.
Oh, that's not good.
How dare you?
Everybody else still okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Or I'm good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dan banned
Yep.
me. All the powers. he could resist.
That's a terrible
He
plan.
was
Get out of here.
testing his powers.
But Pandit Dange is just kind of like looking around at each of you. I'm afraid we must rely on each of you to save our leader. Jagdish is a wise and powerful man. But ultimately, what you do to get yourselves inside is up to you. We can provide you some support in the ways that you might need. But it is on each of you to find the solution.
I do have a question. Considering the fact that I just realized this today, could I have taken that long rest that we did last night to be able to redo my proficiency as my elven form? Or is it too late at this point?
I would say it's probably too late at this point because you chose specifically to stay up that night and not do it.
Fair enough.
I mean, because you said you didn't even want to go into revelry. You were just going to stay up and watch, so you gained the benefits already of watching out for your party. So
Correct.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What do you think, Aurelian? Should we stick with the original plan of distraction and infiltration?
Well, there could also be an alternate route to this. Pandit, how long did you say it was until this execution was planned on happening?
2 nights from now, he is to be taken before Ramanand in his mansion. That does provide an opportunity for where he will be moved from the cell, but he is likely to be surrounded by sisters.
I do have an alternate idea. Should you all seek to go forward with it, though, is a little more up in the air. We have a couple days. We have an opportunity to gain items, things that might be able to assist us in this regard. As of the moment, just with already the equipment that we've currently got, I would say that we are a bit ill-equipped to deal with this current scenario. Being able to gather whether there are perhaps our new friends might be able to assist us, whether there are items or things that might be able to assist us in this endeavor if we are indeed to be sneaky. I believe that a distraction could be beneficial, but I believe that the distraction should be while we are amidst of the searching. That is one option. Option 2, would be to go and simply search out this place. Allow us to get information from the inside. Do our delving earlier, possibly tonight. Go in, try to get a little bit of bearings around what this place might possibly look like. I have some abilities that will be able to help us in that regard. If things go as planned, and if we can rest, I might actually be able to be one of the few people here that can draw up a map for us.
That would be good.
As far as other ideas, the other idea is to go straight into it now, ill-equipped as we are. No ways of being able to climb this place. Being able to, if it would deem certain people, as I quick glance at Cesar.
It's not entirely impossible to get some methods of climbing. 2 hours for each of you. I could brew a potion of climbing that will give you the ability to simply walk up walls as if they were nothing.
You said 2 hours each?
It would take 10 hours, yes, for the whole of you.
Then why don't we have you go ahead and start those, and by the time you're done, we could maybe have our lessons partially done.
I could, but if there is anything
option.
else you need me for, I
Sure.
will be taken and indisposed for the time being. I will be unable to assist you in any other way.
I should also ask, Rael, did you want to go forward with getting your memories back?
I feel like I can do what I do with or without them. But right now, it seems this is more priority, in my opinion. And besides the potions of climbing, if we were to go and get a layout of the place, perhaps another way is I could perhaps get purposefully caught.
This is risky. What would the purpose
I don't
of
know
this
if I
be?
would go that far.
I can try to use some of my abilities to traverse the inside and find your leader.
I would be careful. I don't know what methods the sisters have to deal with your magic.
Yeah.
We
That
do not
would be-
know what we are up against yet, Rael.
really don't.
Otherwise, I would say yes. As far as the moment, the best way to be able to currently achieve what we are trying to do would be information. We need to gain insights as to what this place looks like. If we find that the inside of the place would be beneficial to get insight on as well, wait for nightfall, and then attempt. Guards may be more aware during the night, but the nighttime also causes laziness. Nobody wants to keep watch.
Nobody except you.
That's
Well,
beside the point.
without a doubt, these fools are. I highly doubt they're going to be taking a nap.
It is very true.
Sounds
But
like they're pretty on high alert. especially with how many they can rotate in and out.
Yes, that is very fair. The idea is not to be caught in this scenario. The idea is to gain information. I know that we have somebody here who is well versed in the ideas of stealth. And I do remember somebody using invisibility. With that being the case, being able to get a lay of the land would be significantly easier. If our friend, and I nod at Panda,
Bandit.
are you able to make invisibility potions?
I would need to do some research how, unless you have the recipe.
Unfortunately, I do not.
Cesar's gonna produce the things he got from the corpse flower. He's gonna be like, how about these? Can you make anything fancy with this?
Let me
Corpse flowers. The call?
Also, Cesar was
The dirt, the petals, and the vines. I'll produce all three.
Cesar was rather observant in the past and did notice, and I remember the exact location. This relic that we passed by upon the defeat of the Guardian Naga. We could also go back and see if that might be of aid to us.
Oh, please. Can we go back and defeat him? Oh, that would be a joy.
Unfortunately, I cannot make anything from what you have harvested from the corpse flower, at least into potions. Most of this stuff is for, well, craftsmen who can use monster parts to make arms and armor.
Well, still beneficial information, I guess.
Liquids would be needed.
What?
Liquids.
Gotcha.
As far as the current scenario, though, we have 4 options now. Scout. See if there are tasks that might provide us something that would aid us. Going back for the relic. And possibly making a lifelong enemy. And being able to make these potions which will indispose us for a while.
Do you know anything about this relic that you speak of?
Unfortunately, I don't think we got too close of a look. But it was located off on a nearby cresting hill from this location. There was a golden statue of a guardian Naga who is said to protect one of 7 different relics. And this was the last one that they had to defend.
And how far away is this?
I believe it was about a quarter day's travel, right?
Yeah, less than a day for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was about a quarter day's travel from here.
Well, unless you would know what it would do to aid us, I don't know if running off in search of an item in the jungle is going to be very wise for our time. It would be a big risk.
You can make the potions, we go fetch the relic. No time wasted, right?
Oh, no, of course. no time wasted on my part, but it may be time wasted on your part.
Haven't you had plenty of your men, Corla, reconnaissing for us already, basically, or for you, gathering data from the actual place?
Most of my men, well, we have to spend extra care hiding from the sisters. They do have some psionic abilities themselves and can weed us out now easier than they used to. They can sense our intent somehow before we even make it. I don't know if that's their will or the Maharaja's, but often when we try to strike or kidnap a sister, they already know that we're there, and then they surround us. I've lost too many men now, and unfortunately, what you see here in this shop, as I mentioned before, is all that's left of us. Any more casualties, and we won't have any sort of a foothold in this location. That's why once we get Jagadish out, we have to abandon the city.
Where do we plan to go from there?
If we get him out, Jagadish will have a plan. But my guess is either retreat into the jungle and make a new hideout location. More than likely, he'll probably suggest we go to Devashti. We have a great deal of friends there and another leader in that hideout.
With all of these options being said, time is precious right now. I look to the three of you to input your ideas as far as what would be most valuable.
Well, I don't know about valuable, but again, that relic did look very nice. Plus, I could go for spilling a little blood.
Pandit does speak up as well again and says, myself or Korla will also be able to accompany you on the night of the incursion, should you wish it. But only one of us, the other must guard the wall.
If we were to use either of you, I would require you to stay here. Unfortunately, as much as I understand the fact of you wanting to see your friend again, your abilities and ours are intertwined at this point. Some of us need you in order to be able to truly understand what it is that we lack up here. And I would hate if something fatal should befall you that we are unable to control.
The trick is we cannot let the sisters find out what our plan is in the next 2 days, no matter what. If they catch wind of what you're planning, we're sure to fail. If there's any scouting that is to be done, it must be done in absolute secret and with caution. One trip of the alarm and they'll be put on alert for the week. We don't have that much time.
Right now, the immediate ways that I can see of us, a scout, being beneficial. We have somebody who is very skilled with magic. 2. But particularly this one, I know has ways of being able to discover what types of magic are used to enshroud something. And I'm going to gesture specifically at the one person who is not with us today. I am hinting at the idea of a detect magic. And at least that way we can be able to gain insight as to what things are possibly protecting this fortress. Going from there, that makes things that much more easy to understand what some of the repercussions we might be facing are, or what some of the possible obstacles we'd be facing are. If it's something like fireballs, if it's something just like illusion, whatever the case might be. From there, once we are able to get a read, at least on the outside, with the mists and the fog that you state cover this place, we will be able to delve a little more in depth come nighttime. Rael, that is where you would come in. We've all witnessed what you are capable of doing with the shadows. Now is the time to not hide those abilities anymore. If you are able to describe to me what it is that you are facing, or if there is a way to invisibility me, it is possible that I could map out the entire fortress in one night.
There is enough light to provide shadows, and it should be no problem.
What say the rest of you?
I'll be honest. You kind of lost me. What's the plan again?
We do need to scout. No matter what the circumstances, we need to know what we're up against. If we wish to go for that relic, that is fine. We have some time to do so. But if that is the case, we will very well have to split ways. Unless you wish to use multiple days.
Seeing as that we have no idea what these sisters are capable of, I think scouting is a terrible idea. They could see right through your invisibility, the hiding in the shadows. It all seems too easy.
That is also why detect magic will be key. Being able to understand what it is that we are going up against. The signs of detect magic will give us an idea as to whether something is illusion, whether somebody can peer through the veil, whether somebody has set up explosive traps or poisonous traps. We will be able to help each other in that regard.
And what's to happen when they find us doing that? Then the whole operation's blown, isn't it?
That is if we get caught. All of this is based off of what-ifs right now. We can't sit around and do nothing.
What if we go get the relic, and the relic doesn't help us in this situation whatsoever?
That is also a fear of mine.
And then at least we rid this world of a Naga.
I don't really give a shit about a Naga.
You should.
I'm in favor of recon. It's more risky, but I am in favor of it.
You keep speaking of detect magic, Pat. Are you assuming that Caliban has that?
Yes.
Doesn't seem to be on his character sheet.
Oh. Well, rip.
Motherfucker.
Was that something he had at one point that he used?
Yes.
He must have changed his spells. I mean, he renamed some stuff, but going through and looking through his list, I'm not seeing anything that is like detect magic. I don't see an ability that he has either.
Not sure. Maybe Sidar has used it before. I remember somebody using it, but I don't remember specifics.
I don't specifically remember it, but
Okay.
my memory's terrible.
Just wanted to let you know that, but Caliban is like,
Fair enough.
I don't know why you keep looking at me. I don't have any detect magic.
Fair enough.
I could make a potion of detect magic, if that's what you require.
It would be beneficial.
It would take me at least another 2 hours.
I mean, in theory, we don't need 6 total climbing
Correct.
potions. I think Rael can probably get up there. I'm pretty sure I can get up there. No problem. It might just be maybe just Caliban.
Caliban has wings of flying.
Then we're pretty much golden.
Has a cape of flying, that is. So he's just like can unfold his cape really quick and it turns into 2 big bat-like wings.
Nice.
That's tight.
So the big thing here too is Cesar, do you wish to be on the outside if we were to do a distraction? Because if we do and our faces are seen, it is all over.
Well, I don't know how much of my face they'll see if I'm a giant dragon. Well, giant being subjective.
Corla thinks for a moment. He's just like, "You have all kept up. You've all kept up this facade that you are merchants, right?"
Yes.
Perhaps we could gain entrance by convincing the sisters that you are trying to sell something or transport something inside. Or maybe we could arrange for something to be needed to be transported inside. But what is it the sisters would want?
Perhaps that relic.
Oh, that is intriguing. A relic. But it just can't be any old relic. We have to know what it is, or at least if it's something that interests the sisters.
Well, if it's been guarded by a Naga, I can promise you it's worthwhile.
But we need a convincing story, something that really grabs their attention. Maybe a relic for the Maharaja, or something from Bahru. Could phrase it as that. But then again, we could just use anything and call it that. We wouldn't even need the actual relic.
Cesar, do you have a way to track items?
No.
Do we know if, what is it? Our other party member does? Does he have, what is it? Locate object?
You talking about Caliban?
Yes.
I was just looking through his stuff. I didn't see anything like that.
Okay.
He definitely has quite a bit that has to do with illusion, healing, countering, noises, trickery kind of stuff for sure.
Gotcha. So,
there is somebody who might be able to help us. Let me see if I can get in touch with them while you talk. He kind of like rolls his eyes back in his head and tilts his head back.
that is not what I was expecting. But okay,
After a few moments, he opens his eyes again. They are on their way.
another one of your friends of this collective?
Yes. Well, we can examine what we know. I know there are at least a dozen sisters inside the complex. The complex itself is multi-leveled. There is an underground. There is 3 towers, I believe, at least, that are in the complex. There is a dock to where deliveries and shipments are from the water side that are brought in for the sisters for food and items that they might need. Nothing comes through the front gates unless a sister brings it in. But the dock, there are often dock workers who unload cargo there and ship it inside. The walls themselves are vast, at least 60 feet tall. They do have what seems to be crenellations, arrow slits and things that can be seen through or sifted through into the wall. And then there's also the oubliettes, a large open courtyard. There's at least about 9 or 12 of the oubliettes, I believe. And Jagadish could be anywhere within the facility. Aside from that, the inner rooms and workings are beyond our knowledge. Mayhaps we could smuggle you in via the docks. If there was a food and wine shipment to take you in through the side gate, the passage that goes beneath the structure, through the canal, we could put you inside food containers and have you drifted inside.
It's not a bad idea.
Do they want to check it?
Oh yes, they'll inspect them for sure. But if we create a false layer to the top, or at least use illusion magic, so when they pop it open, they smell and see food, then maybe they won't reach their hand in and look through the rest of the contents.
That is smart.
But there are a number of things that could go wrong. Should any one of you drift too far from the others, or the sisters decide to personally, for some reason, inspect the goods themselves up close, then you will be found out. We need a way of getting you safely out into the courtyard, or at least into the building itself from there. Do either of you have teleportation magic?
Not me.
How many of you can change your form or disguise yourself as something else?
I'll nod at Czar.
Well, disguise isn't the right word. It's more of a camouflage.
Do any of you have the ability to disguise or make others invisible?
My skills come in quick memorization, photographic memory, and combat.
Yes, but unfortunately we don't have many ways of getting you to lay eyes on things.
With time, I could teleport us through the plant life. You said there's a courtyard. That would indicate plants.
How big do the plants have to be?
Yeah, more like a tree, but...
You don't need physical contact with them?
Oh no, it would definitely require physical contact.
So we'd have an escape plan if you got in, but we couldn't use that to get in.
Correct.
Getting in is the most difficult part. Getting out, I believe we could come up with a couple tricks.
Personally, I feel like the relic or fake relic seems to be the most feasible in my mind. The only thing that worries me is we've been talking about them being able to see through a lot of our tricks. If we give them a fake relic, they're going to see it. If we give them a real relic, we risk it helping them. I think we're just going to have to take risk no matter what. And it's what risk we want to take. And if it's going to be we can get out easily, then we should just pick the most optimal path in. Because that's our worst. That's the most risky part, is just getting in.
Around this
Let me ask
time,
this pendant.
while you guys are talking, you see sand sifting onto the floorboards of the room as a breeze flows in from the corridor, and you see it begin to wisp and curl around each of your guys' feet as it coalesces into a small 9-year-old girl.
Yeah. There she is.
Oh, great. The child's back.
Huh? What are you talking about? It's been that long since I've seen you.
Oh, dear child, you wouldn't recognize me.
You do seem weirder.
That's one way of putting it.
Why do you have that stupid grin on your face?
You're too young to understand.
You know, a lot of people used to tell me that, but I know a lot of things now. Minja,
Then you...
our friends here need to find a way inside the jail. Huh? You guys? I mean, you're pretty big, but there might be some ways of getting you inside. Minja, would you be able to get inside and do some looking in on the place for our friends here? Oh, I've flown overhead a few times, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty ghastly looking place. A lot of screaming and nasty smells coming from over there, but I don't know. Maybe you could answer some questions for our friends. Oh, okay, I can try.
Oh, great. Now we rely on a 9-year-old girl. This can't go wrong.
Just because a child is young does not mean they can't have valuable information, Cesar.
Oh, be my guest. Go right ahead and question her then.
Have you ever actually been inside this building, Minja?
Oh yeah, a few times.
Can you describe the hallways to me?
Well, starting from where?
Let's start from the basement. Give me
Basement?
an idea as though I am on the ceiling and I am looking at the floors surrounding.
Well, the base
Guide me
floor...
through.
Well, if you go in through the front area, there's a big room off to the left with a big statue with a bunch of hands, and there's usually a whole bunch of the sisters hanging out in there. It's like a lounge. Across from that, there's a really dark hallway with a few nasty rooms that nobody goes down. Cobwebs and spiders and things down there. And there's a big chair with a lot of blood on it. In a small room with a lot of big crates. But straight...
Do you know anything of prison cells? Places where they might keep somebody captive?
Oh yeah, just down the hall from the sisters there's some cells. But there's usually nobody in there. Most of the groans and screaming comes from the oubliettes in the center of the courtyard.
Bandit, do you have paper?
Oh, of course. These literally stacks of scrolls and paper and stuff everywhere.
Aurelian is going to Do you mind?
No. He just kind of turns over a piece of scrap paper that had some, like, scrawlings on it or writing and just turns it over on a blank piece.
Aurelian is going to, as he is doing this, in his mind, he is starting to kind of connect certain points and do a very rough estimation of a drawn map. It's going to be very, very rough, and it's not going to have like actual hallways connected to things and like actual points of contact, but it's going to be any point that Minja has referenced. He is going to be marking 2 symbols in a room to be able to help him reference back in quick succession what this room actually stands for and where it is located. And he is going to allow Minja to keep continuing, trying to take him from the floor up to the middle, up to the top. And the only question that he's got to ask her is if she has seen anybody who's been a high priority target of theirs, or if she has been able to see what any of these sisters are truly capable of. Oh. It's actually way better than I thought it was going to be. Is this of the, like, base floor, I'm assuming? Okay, cool.
I'm back, sorry.
Each of the circles she describes to you as being towers or vertical column buildings that poke out with cresting rooftops. The circles, the small circles in the larger square, are the oubliettes laid out in the courtyard. And then off to the right is a set of double doors that extend out to the docks and the waterfront. And the small section of intersecting lines before there is where the entrance is. And then there's off to the left, there is a great room, which seems to be where the sisters are at, and 2 smaller rooms down the hallways to the right that lead to the jail cells.
Cool. As far as the main things is, I am going to, that looks fine. As far as like a very rough draft, that's awesome. And as far as just information, again, he's going to label specific things on that map to kind of help key himself, and he's also going to try to fill in, I guess, honestly, I think the main person that he probably trusts right now in the group is, honestly, probably Alexander. So I am going to help key Alexander in on what some of these markings and symbols mean, so that for some reason, if we ever do get separated or something like that, I'm going to give the map to him so that he has a physical copy of what to look at, because Aurelian can remember all of this in his head. With that being the case, did I get a response from her on a possible area that they might keep a high priority target?
Let me go and roll for her really quick. 9-year-old brain.
Fair enough. Oh God! Let's
I'm gonna
go.
assume that's a no.
The big fat no.
There's a cool dartboard they throw darts at. That's a high priority target.
Aurelian's going to actually chuckle at that. But
why are you all laughing at me?
Oh no. Thank you for letting me laugh again. As far as the current situation, I am going to still bring up of where now we at least have a little more of a rough draft ideas to some of the things that we're looking at, but we want something a little more concrete too. So I do think scouting is still going to be very important, but at least we have an idea as to some of the things we might face along the way and where some of the priority rooms are and all of that. What was the room that was supposed to be an area for the congregating of these sisters?
That
she
was
was talking
the
about?
larger room to the left.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Pandit also kind of looks at each of you and he's like, if there are any other potions you require, while we do have only a few here, and I have some skill in potion making, there is an old man, old Bavin, the apothecary, who sells potions in town by his stall. You'll have to have the mudras, unfortunately, which won't come cheap. I'd have to say you're looking at least a couple hundred mudras just for one potion. But you might be able to find some way of getting him to hand you some potions you might need if you helped him out with something, or, ask around town. Maybe he knows somebody else who might have some. He usually hangs outside the orphanage. There's a street performer as well who's quite good at making mudras. His name is Rajan. He spends some time out in the city. He's a good friend of ours. If you need to make some money, you could sign up with the guard and help them with a task. I'm trying to provide opportunities for you to gain what you need, but without enough money, it would be hard finding help from any of the others with the task that you are about to go and do, so you might find some ways of stocking yourselves before you attempt.
Yep, very much so. Best way that might be able to keep us, allow us to survive, so to speak.
Always a more fan of reconnaissance, but perhaps the artifact could essentially help us in this situation.
Finally, someone with some brains speaking.
Very well.
Is that the group's decision?
I think we're 50-50 in the group, everyone here, right?
Yeah. I'm for
So do we-
I'm for reconnaissance at the moment. We've got 2 people who are wanting the relic. So
Listen, even our master person who's good at navigating and staying in the shadows, blah blah blah, even he wants to go get this relic. Wouldn't it make more sense to do that if he doesn't even want to do the reconnaissance?
I just want to make sure we've covered all our bases. Even with as much reconnaissance as we do, what happens if all else fails?
if it is something that we are trying to do now, I need to hear it from everybody here that the moment that we arrive back in town, our utmost priority is getting into this building and getting it scouted. There is little time to waste, and there is a valuable life on the line. Should he die, that is on all of us.
Getting in to scout it, getting in once sounds absurd just to get in twice. If we're going to get in once, we may as well just get the job done.
I love going into a job, not knowing anything about the place I'm going into. Sign me up.
I agree.
And it.
Information is power, Cesar.
Bandit, do you, or maybe Corral, or maybe even Minja, do you guys have any ways that we can get in and out of the city? We had a couple bit of a run-in trying to get in the first time. Our traveling merchant idea might work, but if you guys have any better ideas or secret tunnels of some sort or something, they might help us a little bit.
Well, I mean, I can get
call.
myself out, but she looks over at Pandit, who just smiles at her and is like, we have our ways. And he kind of goes towards the back wall of the room over here, and he just kind of like waves his hands like this, and you see the cobblestone begin to separate and pull apart as the wall literally turns into an archway, and you feel cool blowing air as literally the back of this establishment opens up to a secret opening at the back wall of the city that leads out to the savannah and jungle before you down some steps.
Bro.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you. I was really, really banking that was gonna happen, so thank you.
Of course, we need to get in and out of the city whenever possible, and many of our hideouts are stationed against the walls for such purposes.
Do we just need to recreate that motion that you did, or...?
It has to be done from within, I'm afraid.
Is there a way we might be able to gain re-entry from outside?
As long as I am within the wall, and you link with me, I should be able to let you in.
Dude.
Sure.
Oh my god, having the two psychics is so clutch!
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be a great idea. Because we're definitely going to be needing that entry back in. It's a must.
Not even the sisters know about these
Good.
passageways that we have. They must remain secret, and I'm afraid that's why they must always be opened from within. If anybody saw somebody entering the city from the outside without there being a safeguarded illusion placed first, we would be found out very quickly indeed.
Okay. Well, we got our re-entry in. Do we need to start heading that way then? I guess, really.
I will tell Pandit, as far as the current situation, if you will, that detect magic and some of those potions of ease of climb would do me well. Does anybody else need one?
You might as well make me one so I don't have to use my flashy abilities.
That's 2 potions of climbing. Alexander, you think you're good?
Yeah, I'll be good.
And Rayal, you said the same, correct?
Be fine.
Okay. So, with that being the case, yep, I will end it with that.
Okay.
And before we leave, Aurelian will turn around and look at Pandit square in the eye. Thank you.
Of course, I am here to assist all the brave souls who seek to undo the Maharaja. It is by him we are all trapped here. But soon we shall all be free.
Myself and my friends will see to it that we try to make that a true prophecy instead of a false one.
I do hope that you have good luck on your journey and that this errand you undertake is fruitful in the end. I shall begin preparations here. Should you need to converse with me, simply return to the wall and we will see what we can do.
Very well. And I'll turn and leave with the rest of the group.
It's about still morning, still relatively early day, getting around towards 10 a.m., you know, as you guys set out into the hot sun again that dawns on you from outside, hitting your armor and feeling that familiar humidity now that you're out of the shelter and darkened rooms of the Wall of Wonders. Stepping beyond the wall, you see the great field and expanse that stretches out before you in the jungles, you know, miles out. Knowing that you guys have to return back into the jungles fills you with a certain sense of dread, as you know how dangerous the jungles can be the more that you traverse through them. But some of you have very good memories about where the edge of this jungle was and where the cliff top face was, as well as the stone peak that had the small glinting item that came from it. So with that, I will need somebody to roll survival advantage and somebody to roll a intelligence check with advantage for recalling where the location was. It'd be investigation.
Do intelligence. Oh, intelligence investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will leave that in somebody else's department, since they are way better at it than me.
No advantage in investigation, right? It was just for the survival?
No, advantage for the investigation as well.
Baby.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Bro, you're so good.
I have a particular set of skills.
Aurelian is going to stick back a little bit, and he's going to kind of bump shoulders with you as we are walking.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know. I appreciate your trustworthiness. I know this is something that both of us don't want to do. My worst fear is that we go there and we find out that this thing is completely useless. But I'm also of that mindset that having us go our separate ways is just a recipe for disaster.
I debated looking back and staying, but I didn't want to just commit you guys to death, because this is the emotional response. This is the emotional decision. Yours was the logical decision. So we'll let this emotion ride. Maybe something will come of it. I'm not going to say that it's not a idiotic decision. It's just emotions are driving this one completely.
I agree. My fear for... I mean... I'm just going to subtly nod in the direction of Cesar as he is leading this approach.
So, as you guys make your traversal, do any of you go airborne to try to find this particular structure of stone?
Wow, that feels particularly targeted.
I'm just saying, are you going to be looking at it from the ground, or are you going to be looking at it from the air? Because that would require two different searches, and one of them would be much easier than the other, so...
Yeah, once we're far enough away from the city, he'll take shape.
Okay. Describe what it is to everybody, what it's like for Cesar now when he takes shape versus what he was before. Is there any other sort of look on his face or thing that he does, or what's it like when he transforms?
Well, this time, instead of the what was it before, green dragon before, he's going to shift into a blue dragon.
Okay.
And you'll see really the only difference is just a much more menacing snarl to his face than there was before. Where before he looked more like a calm, certain dragonoid. Like there was, like a dragon still, but this one looks like what you expect, like a dragon who's like ready to fight looks like.
Gotcha. Do you say anything to the others when you transform, or?
No.
Okay.
He's just gonna transform and fly up.
Gotcha.
I don't know if he can actually speak, or if Draconic is what he speaks in his dragon form.
You retain
If
you
he
retain
does.
your games. You retain your game statistics. You're normal.
Okay,
You're
cool.
so I can still technically speak.
Gotcha.
Yo,
That
nice,
works. That's fitting.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
As you soar through the skies, I need you to give me an investigation there, Cesar, to go back and see across the expanse of the jungle and find this pillar, this stonework that you saw the glint before, and see if you can pinpoint it, if it's accessible or not to your friends on foot.
Wait, investigation?
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, boys, this is not gonna go well.
I would
Did my
say
investigation help him at all?
Investigation or perception would work.
Okay.
Your
The second one will go a lot better. And even then, I still didn't roll great.
Oh, it's like, so yeah, with your investigation that you did before was basically to track along with Cesar with his survival and instincts, getting this far to the particular part of the jungle where you were at before. Now this has got to be Cesar, because of when he was last making mental note of where he had a unique perspective you guys didn't. He had the air where he was flying, where he caught the vision down below of where it was at. You guys never actually saw it yourselves from down here, so it's purely going off of Cesar, and his search pays off as he sees this familiar outcropping not too far away from where the large clearing is, where the idol of stone was of the Guardian Naga. And we'll go here really quick.
You said it was. Is it still the statue's still there though, right?
Yeah, just imagine you just drug us all the way out here and there's nothing there and it's gone. That'd be a jab for sure.
That would be fun.
That'd be like
really
Dan just
fucking
going
quick.
like, "Fuck you, bro."
Humble somebody really fucking quick.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that to Cesar. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm pretty sure we can.
One of these days we'll get it. It might not be today, but one day.
We'll do that really quick. Alright. So as you guys return back to the familiar spot, Cesar, you're off overhead and you land perched on the stone structure, your talons climbing up it. Now, as it's almost like it's very Pride Rock shaped, it's kind of got this little like outcropping that comes up, and you see embedded down within the crags of the rock, your eyes and your horn even be able to dig and kind of look inside, you see what looks like a small talisman of some kind embedded deep within the rock structure, glinting with its metallic sheen and some kind of like opalescent bone coloring to it, and red kind of like deep increst embossed shape of some kind of creature's head at the center of it.
Do I recognize the creature?
Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Hey, I'm good at those. Well, I'm okay with them. Bro, I cannot roll. The last like couple sessions of D&D I played, I can't fucking roll.
You can tell it's some kind of goat or ram creature's head. Possibly, and it could even be something closer to like a fiend even, you're not sure. It could be like a fiendish goat or something like that.
Does it look like our friend?
Which one? No, that as a satyr? No. That's distinctly more humanoid looking. This is more bestial looking.
Okay.
But you see as you get close to it, and you're reaching kind of inside, and you look inside with your eye, you see the red emblazoned part in the middle begins to start to glow red as you're looking at it.
Are they here too?
No, you're all the way up on this cropping. They're basically back where you guys were to meet up. But now, if they were to leave this place, they'd have to go deeper into the more dangerous and rougher parts of the cliffs of the jungle that drop off to different tessellations. And this is where the rocks kind of jut out from the side of the mountain, right? So they could get over to you, but it would require them to do some significant athletic work to get down to where you're at.
Okay. Yeah, I just can't, I don't see anything or any people on the map, so I was trying to kind of like eyeball it.
Okay.
So in perspective to the statue, where are they?
They're probably a good, I want to say 300 feet up and to the left of you, behind you, basically. So for them to get down to where you're at, they'd have to use ropes and ladders and take some time, but they could make their way down to you. This is just the easiest way for them to get as close as possible to where you can go.
Alright, he's gonna grab it.
Okay, so it is deeply embedded in the rock. I'm going to need you to give me a strength athletics check in your form to try and reach in and grab it.
Please don't fail me rolls. Oh, it's almost a 20.
So 15, you can kind of wiggle your dragon-like claw in there, and you find your way, and you clasp around the item in your clutches. But then holding on to it, you now feel, because of the shape of your fist, you can't pull your arm back out. You've got it, but your arm, because of the size of your fist now, instead of slipping your hand in, you're going to have to do a strength athletics to try to pull it back out again.
Let's go.
Can we see this happening, by the way?
Nope.
Not right now.
We are in a completely different location than him.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
The place...
It's one better. It's one better.
So, okay, so you managed to pull it out, and looking down at it, you see... Can I show the image?
Oh, jeez. That looks
Great.
Yeah, it looks
Very useful.
so helpful. Yeah.
Now, Cesar,
Yep.
what's your alignment?
Yep,
So
I knew it was
I've
coming.
bounced around with this.
Honestly.
Pull me into a private chat for a brief second.
Okay.
call. Good call.
He is now chaotic evil. Oh boy. How much do we have to kill you now?
Yeah, we took bets. We'll
Yep.
see whose bets comes through.
Yep.
It'll be just like the Hobbit. You'll see just coin purses flying
I'm
past
ready
you.
for it. I'm fully ready for it right now.
Everything's fine. Don't worry. Everything's fine.
Yeah, see, the moment that
That's
you
what they
say
all
something
say.
like that, we all know that you're immediately lying, so good luck with that.
And look, you're already taking
gonna
a
come-
sip. You
you're
think
gonna
you
come
believe
back.
those lies?
You're gonna come back, you're gonna immediately try to fucking lightning bolt breath us. Frickin' just immediately pound our asses. He's gonna roast and toast us through the fucking asshole with his fucking lightning breath. He's gonna make a barbecue spit with all of us. Just
That's lightning. Listen, not barbecue.
I mean, you could make barbecue with lightning. You just have to try really hard.
I see a dragon facing us.
It's more like a dragonling.
Sure, but it's facing us.
Hey, that wasn't my choice. That was Dan's choice. Sorry.
By the way, can you suppress the theater of his giant thing?
Yeah.
I can't get rid
Oh
of it.
yeah,
on mine.
please. It's so in the way. Thank you.
You.
Okay, what do you do, Cesar, as you fly back to your team who is waiting for you over here? Because I'm assuming you don't leave them stranded here.
Oh, of course not. No, I mean he'll come back and yeah, I don't even know how to do a fucking deeper draconic voice right now. I don't know if I can. Just bear with me on this one. This one will be a work in progress. I'll have to come up with a better voice, but I have the artifact. Let us leave.
It's like that.
Seems pretty easy, yeah.
Seems too easy.
Did you face any opposition?
Yeah.
None whatsoever. Are we in front of the Naga statue right now?
Mm-hmm.
Is it reacting?
Not right now.
Oh my god.
Not right now.
Very well. We don't have much time to waste. Let us make our way back.
Okay, sure.
All right. So you guys begin to make your way back to town, all right?
I am going to try to take a look at Cesar and see
Oh yeah.
if there is anything that's like remotely different about him.
I want to see where the artifact is.
We don't even know what the
Yeah.
artifact is.
Do you show
so-
them the artifact?
Nope.
So you see that he says he found it, but he's not showing you guys.
Where is the artifact?
I can't really stow it anywhere. I'm a fucking dragon.
Yes, that is very true.
You can tell that it's in his hand, basically, right now, if you were to look very closely.
Okay. And I'm assuming when we look closely, we see what the image from earlier, or something close to that.
So I'm just gonna say to the Cesar, because unless, like you said, you find some place of stashing it, currently the stones are slipping through your fingers and stuff as well as
Yes.
the item that you're holding has a chain. So
Yep.
if you guys look at his hand, he is holding what seems to be a pendant or talisman with a chain on it, and also between his fingers are dropping now very many rubies, sapphires, and emeralds and stuff like that that are currently clutched in his hand.
You know what this artifact does?
No idea, but it seems powerful.
I believe him. We're gonna do this every time, man. Every time, brother.
I'm going to
Nice, Rail. Bring the power, bruh.
I will roll. I'm just asking. Do I believe him, or do you want me to roll? I guess.
1 second.
No, you're fine. This is my character. I'm sorry if everyone hates me for it.
Nope, you're good. Nope.
All right, it didn't record your roll again. What did you get?
I did not roll. That's why I was
didn't roll
asking.
yet.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay.
I will roll now.
Oh, it was Rail who rolled.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
was 31.
Jesus Christ.
You can tell that Cesar definitely knows what it does.
What does it do, Cesar?
Let's go. My boy putting in the power
And
word.
just so you know, I will know if you're lying.
Oh.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. Oh, I guess I'm not. I'm in dragon form. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
That wasn't my question. What does it do? We're not leaving here until I know.
Ooh.
Well, what's to stop me from just flying away?
There's nothing stopping you from flying. But I will know.
Weigh your options, Cesar.
There's some fucked up options. That's what some of them are.
Oh shit!
There's
We're
some
ready.
really,
We're ready for it.
there's some really fucked up options, but I don't know if I can take that route. I don't know if I can do that. Um. It is a relic of malevolent power.
What does it do?
Alright, fine. Yeah. It's meant for paladins and clerics of sorts. Those of bad alignment.
So it's dangerous.
One could say that, yes.
And it's for people who have bad alignment. So would you say that you probably shouldn't be the one to take it?
What are you insinuating?
You've been dodgy with us pretty much this entire time. It seems like it's either creating this bad environment for you, or you're just a bad person. So do you want to do the good thing and give it up?
Damn.
Or do you want to hold on to it and admit that you are a bad person?
I love how that's like the ultimate bad thing is admitting you're a bad person.
He's admitting to
Well, I
being
mean, listen,
a bad
based
alignment
off what
person.
he saw, that's not a bad way to say it.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Do I know that you saw things?
Yes, I admitted it to you.
Yeah,
I admitted it to you in good tiding to like be honest with you.
Really quick though, Rail, what do you say as this conversation's going on between these guys? Do you pipe up at all or weigh in your opinion?
No, I'm kind of keeping my eyes on the artifact.
Okay.
Rail smites the ever-living shit out of him. It turns out that he's been about it this whole time and he's been lying to all of us.
The ultimate reveal.
I am Rail, the Nat 20 paladin.
Alright, you saw what I saw. The world is cruel. I'm just going to be quicker to the punch. I have no intent of hurting any of you. I want to get out of here as bad as any of you do. I will say, if this relic falls into the wrong hands, it would be detrimental.
That's for sure. Oh, my camera went off. That you don't need to roll for. You can tell he's telling the truth about that.
Sure.
This would
Now
be
one of our
extremely
bartering
dangerous.
chips that we were coming for is now null and void. Fantastic.
I want each of
So
you
we
guys
cannot-
to give me a history check when looking at the artifact. There's a small chance, very small chance, that you might know what it is from the study. You guys.
Oh my god!
no!
Let's
Dude, let's go!
That's still only a 19, though.
Well, you got. Yeah.
Oh, it's a minus
Still
one.
a nat 20. Ray all got
Yeah,
a
I
nat
guess
20.
Nat 20s don't actually matter on ability checks, technically, do they? Or on checks. Not
They're
ability.
not
they're
on checks,
instant
no. Yeah.
success.
Yeah.
Rayo, I'm gonna pull you down really quick.
Oh shit!
Let's go.
Okay. Rail, you've seen one of these artifacts before. It was in one of the monasteries of the Shadow Monks that had this locked away deep in a vault, a relic of old past. This isn't the first time you've seen it. This is a talisman of ultimate evil. And when wielded by a person of evil alignment, can instantly kill any person of good alignment.
Oh, wow.
All the person has to do is hold the talisman out, command the person in front of them to die if they are evil, if they are good, and a fissure will open up in the earth and swallow them into the 9 hells. It is a legendary artifact, and only a person who is truly evil can hold it. Anybody else who attempts to hold the item who is not evil will suffer extreme and excruciating pain. That's what you know. Moving you back up.
Yeah.
So what does Rael know? That's what I want to know.
He's just gonna be quiet the whole time and never actually say anything.
I know too much.
Are you doing anything at this point, or can I respond to Czar? Or actually, honestly, to Aurelian, because he said something.
I recognizing the artifact and not really knowing Cesar's intentions with it. I'm gonna offer for him to hand it to me. Why don't you let me hold that?
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Now you're facing the pride of a dragon.
That's fucking true, bro.
I think for now I will hold on to it. As is I found it.
Honestly, knowing your emotional state and the tragedy that you went through, I think it's best that anyone that uses it. Not saying that you'll be able to use the power invested in it. I just think
Then
you were
there's
the least
nothing to
likely person.
fear.
There's tons
Well-
to fear.
Yeah.
What do you know, Rayal?
Jesus Christ, the tension.
Everyone's just the shifty-eyed meme at each other.
The
right
more-
now.
The more that you keep information from us, should something happen to innocents around us, we cannot guarantee their protection. Tell us what you know, and we might be able to stop anything crazy from happening. You know that
Essentially,
I am-
his item I've seen in monastery before, and it empowers those with an evil alignment and can kill someone with a good alignment with just a single word. I do not know his intentions with it, but I do not trust it. Nobody should wield that much power.
Have we considered the thought of putting this back and allowing the Naga to continue to guard it? Or is that irreparable?
I am not opposed to it. As of the moment, it seems like it'll do nothing but harm us.
Paint a target on our back.
Unless your name is Czar and you have relived an emotional past.
At this moment, as you guys are sitting here on the precipice in this point, the sky begins to darken somewhat.
Oh boy.
Storm clouds begin rolling in.
There's that target I was talking about. I'm glad this is going this way.
As this happens, you start to hear, let me see here, the sound of thunder.
Drawing power.
A heavy mist that you've all felt before starts to encircle the zone that you are at, and a fog the mist begins rolling in like crazy, beginning to thicken and blanketing the place around you as you hear whispers that begin to surround the space that you're in.
Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them.
And it seems to be encircling around Cesar right now as it begins to float around the dark powers of Ravenloft, now settling over to watch what happens next on the precipice of all this potential horror and fear.
We still see, or can I still see Zazar with the mist?
Oh, you can still see each other, but it's beginning to get thicker and thicker here as a foreboding feeling wraps around.
Kill them, Cesar. We will give you power. We will transform you. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them.
And currently over in Aurelian, you hear a voice in your ear.
He's too dangerous. Take it from him now. He'll use it against you. He'll kill your family, your wife, your daughter. They'll come for you. Yes. Killing him is the only way. Alexander, he's too dangerous to hold it. Don't you know what he'll do? He'll kill Mincha with it. He'll take over the Wall of Wonders. You must stop him now. Take it from him while you have the chance. Rael, you wouldn't leave your father abandoned and die here. You know what he's capable of. Take the talisman for yourself. Kill him. Use it. You know you can. Cesar, you hold it. You have the power. Use it to gain all that you have worked for. Bring her back. Start with that one. Yes. One word is all it takes, and you'll be swallowed up into the bowels of the hells. Do it. Do it!
I did go ahead and do Cloak of Shadows.
I don't think I will. But at the end of the day, he will decide to give it up.
That you are wrong about.
No, I'm not.
But I will not harm any of you. My quarrel is not with you. It's to get out of this place.
You'll never escape. With them dragging you down, don't you see they're weak? They won't let you use the talisman ever. They deserve to die, just like he deserved to die for killing her. Do it. Start with them. Your rise begins now, Cesar. We want to see you rise. Harajani is nothing. Cesar is the Lord of Sri Raji.
Oh boy. Let's go. Come on!
If you don't want to see us harmed, you'll willingly give up the artifact to extend an olive branch in our trust in you, not in your trust in us, our trust in you.
The dark powers wait to see in the silence what happens next.
Cesar takes flight.
Okay. Does anybody else oppose this action? If so, we'll roll initiative.
I oppose the action.
Okay. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Let's go. Initiative. Oh, there's no currently counter view in this scene.
Yeah, we can't roll it.
Motherfucker.
Let me do this really quick. Yeah, you can click on your portrait up top.
Natural one.
Begins with rail at the top. Now you used your shadows, right, Rail? So are you currently invisible right now?
Yes.
Okay, what are you doing now that you're invisible?
I'm trying to get over to Czar and trying to take the talisman out of his hand.
Okay. It's going to be a sleight of hand check with an opposed dexterity saving throw from Cesar. Now, you do... I would say that you have advantage, but you would have to have stealthed, like actually hidden first, since you did not take the hide action. Do you have the ability to hide as a bonus action? If you did, you would have an advantage on the check, but if not, you're not going to have advantage, so...
My question is, can this be an athletics check? Because, well, for my sake, because he is gripping this tight.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you would have to... You could do a strength saving throw or a dex saving throw, depending on your choice.
Oh, I'll do strength.
Yeah.
God, I can't fucking roll.
If you have inspiration, you can use that.
I don't.
Okay. So, Rail, I'm guessing you're not going to roll for advantage because there's no really need for you to. You do snatch the talisman out of his hand. In the moment, like, the invisible force quickly runs over and wrings it out of your hand, Cesar. And you feel this sense of dread as the feeling of holding it is suddenly lifted from you. Rail, what is your alignment?
Oh, no.
I tried to save you guys. I tried to protect you, but y'all didn't want to be protected.
It's too dangerous for a relic in general. Nobody should be keeping it.
Where kind of features? Oh.
A creature of neither good nor evil takes 66 necrotic damage for touching the talisman. A creature of good, any good, takes 8d6.
Oh,
Sheesh. Is it necrotic?
For touching the item, yeah. So, Rael...
Damn, I wonder what Cesar took. If he took any.
So, judging by...
I believe I'm
Yeah?
lawful neutral.
Okay, so you just take 66 because you're not completely good. It does not have as much power over you. So I will roll that damage.
That's a lot of fives and... Oh no, that was
20,
two.
20 necrotic damage.
Not bad at all.
87.
Yeah. Okay. And you're still holding on to it. Now, let me see here really quick. I think that only happens once.
See, I was immediately imagining that this was going to change alignment, so
Oh no,
I
it's
was.
So you will take the damage again each time you end your turn while holding or carrying it. So even if you're not directly touching it, if it's on your person, you will take the damage.
Oof.
At the end of every round. So you have this turn now that you've grabbed it and taken the damage, and you will take damage again at the end of your turn if you still hold on to it. That is your choice. What do you do?
Is he still invisible too?
He's still invisible. Well, I mean, okay. Does your effects that you used? You said it's a stance of some kind.
So it says that
I think it's the same as casting invisibility on yourself, essentially.
You remain invisible until you make an attack, cast a spell, or an area of bright light.
No, so you can pick up items and stay invisible. So that's pretty cool. So that's crazy. So yeah, you're still holding it and you remain invisible. Now, while you're invisible, creatures can't do attacks of opportunity against you, so you can still move without provoking opportunity from any of these people.
Okay, so we're not really in any good spot, are we? So
the voices become more insistent now. You hear them in your head as you hold the talisman. Use the talisman. Strike him down. No, better yet, put a knife in his neck. Drag him to the ground. Draw it across his throat. Let the blood sleep into the ground. The Naga will finish him off. He doesn't deserve to hold it, does he? Perhaps you could bring this back to the monastery. They would surely reward you for returning it to them.
Gonna willfully decline, and I'm going to try to. Can I essentially, like, for what is it, the Naga?
Mm-hmm.
Is its mouth, like, open?
Still in the same place as it was before. And there was the reading that you remember before that was written on it, that you must place inside of its mouth your most precious treasure.
I'm gonna put it in its mouth.
Okay.
There was more to it, though. There was still the poison or acid aspect.
That was for the offering, yes, to ask it a question.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll for this.
Let's go.
I'm gonna roll for this.
All right.
There's gonna be a 30% chance. It has to get a 30 or under for this to actually work.
Oof.
You
30 or
place
under,
it.
though.
You place it
Oh, no,
inside of
sorry.
the mouth of the spirit Naga, of the guardian Naga, and nothing happens. Now that is your item interaction for the turn. It is currently in the mouth of the Naga.
Yeah, and I'll just end my turn there.
Okay, you stay where you're standing.
Yeah.
Okay, you take another 66. Oh wait, no, sorry, you put it down in its mouth, so you're not holding onto it anymore. You don't take the damage. We go to the next turn. Alexander. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you saw where the talisman went while this was all being played out.
Motherfucker, I can't see my goddamn rolls again.
Was
Yeah.
that
Reloading.
6 plus
Yeah.
what?
7.
I think it's
13.
your browser.
13.
Google is typically
Well,
works really good with Foundry. I think that your browser might have issues for some reason.
I opened up D&D Beyond because I was looking at shit and
Yeah.
tried to roll, so maybe that's what I
Oh, okay.
So what was it?
got. Plus 7. 13?
Wait, 6 plus 7, 13? 13.
Yes, sir.
14? 13. Right.
13. I would say that it was directly in front of you. You would have a hard time of noticing it. So for now, you would still think it would be inside Cesar's hand.
Okay. Then if I think it's in his hand, I will... Alright, I gotta look at my shit again. Hang on. Un momento, por favor. Okay. I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, and I will hold up. I will use my bonus action to kick up my sword and put it here, but it's gonna be 10 feet in the air,
Okay.
and I am going to. I know I'm technically behind him, but I'm going to basically. I'll stop here. Stop over here. Just being. I'll stop here. Can I not click? Click. Right there. And look at him and be like, "This is your last chance. Give it up, or we're gonna take it." And then he's gonna run behind him, and he's gonna hold a attack action if he tries to fly.
Okay.
If he lifts up more than a foot off the ground, he's gonna attack.
Okay. But you're summoning your sword,
Yes.
but you're not attacking
Ten-
with it.
My sword is 10 feet in the air.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not attacking with it.
Just to remind you though, it isn't considered a creature, so it doesn't get its own attacks of opportunity. All right.
Correct.
Just making sure.
Correct.
Okay. Cesar. It's over to you.
So with the 29 passive perception, do I see where it went?
In this case, now that's typical perception. Now you obviously are going to feel it being taken from your hands this round. Though just to kind of see how long it takes you, whether or not it's towards the end of your turn or the beginning, go ahead and make a perception roll for me. It's how your sense of touch is going to be against his. You can tell it was taken from you at the beginning of your turn. Yeah.
Saw where it went.
With that 19 perception, yes, you did see that it got placed into the mouth. It left your hand, danced around you for a little bit, and then kind of got placed up inside the Naga's mouth. You see it there. I'm just saying, that's based on his movement. It kind of went all over the place, but you hear the voices calling to you from it. Your destiny, Cesar. Seize it. Fly away. Go back to those fools waiting in the Wandering Wall. Send them to the abyss.
Gotta stay true. He's going to move to go and get it.
Okay.
So my foot does lift off of the ground.
I will
Per
take my
Alexander's
attack
claws.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that technically, if you're just walking, then it technically doesn't meet it. But if you're gonna say you get up,
Now you just
Fine,
move.
then
No, he's walking away from you.
You just
I think it's if like all 4 of your feet are off the ground, like you're taking flight.
You just tried to move into a space where Rail was, though. So currently you tried to move and you can't. You feel a force stopping you.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, where the heck did Rail go?
I ate him.
What the hell just happened?
I'm that good.
Oh, okay. There you go. There it is. Okay. I would say from where he's standing right now, you can't really reach it. You would have to forcefully move him from the space in order to reach the talisman.
Or you could fly above him, right?
That's true. You could try to fly.
Can I step up onto the statue this way?
Yeah, you can. You're at the base of it now, basically. Yeah.
From here, can I reach the talisman?
Yes. Well, what's your height in this form?
I have no... Whatever a dragonling's length and height would be.
I would say you'd have to at least probably jump for it, because you are going to be a bit shorter than a stand-up person.
Yeah, it's fine. Of course.
Okay, so just go ahead and give me acrobatics.
A jumping dragon.
If you're not flying, yeah, but most of the rules...
Oh, well,
yeah.
I'm trying not to meta it, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I'm trying not to meta the fact that I know that he wants
Exactly,
to
exactly.
But, like, I'm trying not to. So, like, if he gets up to it and he realizes he can't reach it, he probably would take flight at that point.
Okay.
So,
So,
technically out of
not-
your range, so I don't think I don't think my attacks would.
are you still
work.
holding on to the gems that were in your hand, too?
I would say... I've never said that I dropped them, so I would say, technically speaking, yes, they would be in one of the hands.
Okay, so obviously him snatching that out would cause some of them to drop, but you're clenching the remainder for you that didn't scatter on the ground when it got ripped out. Are you grabbing with your free hand then, the other one?
Yeah.
Or your mouth. Either way, whatever means you want. So
You know what? We'll do the maw.
Okay, just acrobatics, and then sleight of hand. They're not very high checks, but it's just going to see how quickly you can grab it this round.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, I am flying, so I mean that's the sleight of hand we can at least bang
Yeah,
out. Yeah, the sleight of hand's a banger.
So you reach up and you you snatch it, but because of your acrobatics, it goes out of the mouth and lands over here on the ground. If I can ping. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Right there. There you go. So it's landed right over here. Did you guys see?
That's all.
Okay. I'm gonna just draw it really quick. Just patunk, 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 as you guys are all struggling and going for this talisman, and it tink, tink, tink down to the stairs a little bit. Everyone's fighting over the one ring, y'all. And
Yep.
it just gets swiped by you and knocked over there. I don't think it triggers your attack of opportunity, though, because he's out of reach, right? And he didn't... Technically, yeah, he wasn't...
He didn't meet the requirements, so that's why I specifically said if he lifts off the ground. So
That's why I was like, I'm walking away from you. I was like, I don't want to do it still. That's why I was like, do you want to do it?
Do you try to move from this spot? Now, you've seen where it goes, into the mists over there, so...
Was that my interaction, my object interaction?
That would be your object interaction, yeah.
So I can't try to pick it up again.
You can go over there and be ready to pick it up on your next turn, or stop somebody from trying to grab it, but...
Can I just stand on it?
You can do that.
Yeah, he's gonna go over there and so if I went up 5, over 5, so that's 10, so 15, 20.
Aurelian and Rael, he is leaving your reach. Do you guys do anything, like attempt to grab his tail or stop him in any way?
No, not yet.
What's Aurelian thinking?
that's a mad think right there.
I don't think Aurelian is going to harm him
Okay.
yet.
Wait, do I still have an action and a bonus action?
Yet.
You used your action for your object interaction. You still have a bonus
That what?
action.
Don't you get a free object interaction though?
That's in 2024 rules.
Gotcha.
What were you saying there, Pat?
I just said I don't think I'm doing anything to him yet.
Okay.
Heavy emphasis on the yet.
Okay. So he's just going to fly on by, and he's going to put his foot down on it.
And I will cast one spell.
Oh, okay. A bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you just in preparation? Because again, he hasn't hurt any of you. Keep that in mind. He hasn't tried to hurt anyone yet. But he saw someone kick up a sword, and he's ready now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast Razor Fangs.
Oh. What does that look like?
You'll see as he lands, his teeth just elongate and aggressively sharpen, like they're like hanging over his jaw. We're talking like almost like tusk-like fangs.
All right. We'll go over to Aurelian.
Well, Aurelian's going to do what he knows is right, and he's going to step down.
Now, currently, he didn't have enough time to ready an action to do anything to you, but you do see him sharpening his natural weapons at you, planting his scaled foot onto this talisman, and I'm assuming growling at him, or something to that effect.
Not quite. I think it's more of just like there's a determination to it. It's not necessarily there's not true ill intent that you can feel, I would say, towards you guys. He just you can kind of just would say like you can tell he doesn't want to hurt you guys necessarily, but he also is not willing to give this up.
Seek out your enemies' enemies as allies, and be prepared to compromise.
I have no idea what that means. So,
Just off his head.
Yep. Seek out my enemies' enemies. I have no idea what the fuck that's supposed to tell me in this situation. So, with that being the case, I'm literally just going to
Also, this session took a turn, yo.
Yeah.
I was not ready for any of this.
Cesar. You hold so much potential within you. You don't need something like this to show what you are truly capable of. You lost so much. We all heard it. We are not your enemies here. That is... You hate the world. Let us help you show what true beauty is again.
Persuasion check.
Tell me what the roll is because I might not be able to see it.
Come on, baby. I'll take it.
What was it? Well, don't answer it. 20?
Do you try to reach for it?
I'm not going to reach for it at the moment. I am looking you dead in the eyes. And I have my hand outstretched. But I am not reaching for it.
Okay. I'll wait till this is 6 seconds, so I'm trying not to like react necessarily right now, as I don't have a ton of time to react. So I will say I had a DC in mind on my own mind, so I will play into that fairly when my turn does arrive.
And as far as other things here,
you know what? As I say, you know what? To speed this along, he will look at you, and he'll lift his claw. Doesn't say a word.
how would I do this?
The mists tint red in anticipation for bloodshed.
Aurelian is going to I want to take my foot, step on top of it, and kick it behind me. Still looking at him.
Go ahead and give me
Does that count as touching it?
No, not directly.
So we can kick it back to the hall.
Technically.
They can. Well, listen, they ain't gonna let me fucking touch it. We know that.
You can, if you directly touch it, like hand-skin contact, that's what causes the effect. If you carry it on your person, then it just knows what you're doing, taking it with you. But technically, yeah, skipping it across the ground is not carrying it and not directly touching it. So, give me strength athletics, Aurelian.
Bro, my heart is beating 1,000,000 miles a minute right now. Oh, fuck me.
I know how I felt trying to talk to Cesar.
Okay,
bro.
You kick it 3 squares away from you. Which direction?
Behind me. Directly, like, what is it? So, if I'm facing towards Cesar, directly behind me.
Okay. Whoop. Gets launched over there behind the pillar. It sits pulsing, the ram-like visage on it glowing red, filling with blood as it sits there waving and waiting for the conflict to continue. Is that all you do for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Caliban's completely confused by what's going on. He's just kind of like, whoa, everybody, can we just calm down a little bit? No need for this. Let's all just relax. Let's go back to the inn. Let's just have some drinks, man. But let's
chill, baby, chill.
Let's be real, man. Come on.
You're doing him justice.
Yep, fair enough. I agree with that too.
Rail, what about you? There's a script.
Still knowing that's a dangerous artifact, I would still like to attempt to put it in the mouth of the Guardian Naga.
Okay. Do you go running over to try to pick it up again?
Yeah.
Alright, I just need a perception check. Kind of like in the fog where things are getting thrown about, just to see if you're following it okay.
Oof.
So you're looking about for it and you can't seem to find it this turn. While you're looking around, you're not entirely sure. So go ahead and tell me, just move to an area where you feel like you're going to be searching for it. At the end of your turn, you're going to realize where it's at, but not during your turn.
Because we saw, what would I have seen, like, it be where Czar was, like, holding it?
Yeah, but then after it got kicked and it got moved out of your line of sight, you'd have to look around for it. So we can assume that you probably went, like, over here, or this area to try to find it, but you only notice it's here at the end of the round.
Yep, fair enough.
Okay.
That'll be it for me.
Okay. Alexander.
I heard everything that Aurelian said, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's nothing. There are still whispers and voices trying to talk to you guys, urging you to do all sorts of manner of things, but you can still hear each other quite clearly over those voices.
Well, then, did I see him lift his paw up above, or his foot off of it, and not necessarily him kick it, but...
You're all the way over there, and that would have been a slight gesture with Aurelian next to me. Go ahead and give me a perception check. I would say with disadvantage because of the fog, because it's a very small detail.
Sure. I just wanted to see if I can see it.
No problem.
Disadvantage.
It's a very slight gesture, and there's still a chance.
Damn,
That was
so
quite
close
the
to
shift.
being alright.
All right, surprisingly, I would say yes, because it wasn't. You didn't have to get anything better than a 10, and yeah, you did see the smallest movement of him lifting up his claw and opening it up to Aurelian.
Okay, well, knowing that he shot it out, I mean, did I see the relic, or did I just see him lift the paw, I guess? Just to clarify. I just saw the paw, right?
You just saw the paw, yeah. As far as the
Okay,
relic
good.
goes.
I did not see him. So I have no idea where the relic is. I saw him go.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then at that point, I would just run down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and do absolutely nothing other than move my rapier. I can move 15 feet, so basically 5 squares here, maybe like right behind me.
Okay.
It's still 10 feet up in the air. And since I saw that, I'm just going to stand here and say nothing.
Okay.
Because I have no idea where the relic is. I just assume it's below Cesar right now. I'm saying absolutely nothing.
Sorry, back over to you.
Tough.
Dude, I'm right there with you. My heart is going like this right now.
Alright.
What do you do?
He's gonna say to Aurelian, since it would appear I'm the only one who can touch it, allow me to bring it back. I'd tag you, or you could tag along, but you would definitely slow the process.
You swear you're not going to keep it on your person?
Yes. I swear.
I'd like to insight check.
Okay.
Can I do it as well? Like
For your role, whatever it may be there, Cesar, make sure to click the drop-down menu of public and make it private GM role, so just I can see it.
Is it okay if I roll one as well?
Yeah, that's fine.
Not great, but really good for me, so...
Okay. As far as both of you guys can tell, he is telling the truth.
I'm going to look at you in the eyes. I'm going to kind of just try to... I'm going to read... What color are your eyes, for the record? You're muted.
I would say right now they're like a bronze amber almost kind of color.
Okay, so very similar to mine.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at you in the eyes. I'm just going to kind of stare at you for a little bit. I'm going to try to see any kind of shifts. This is my insight just going, but I'm trying to see any slight shifts of uncomfort or any kind of like wavering or defeat or anything like that that I can sense just through looking at your eyes.
With the previous insight check or with a new one?
Yeah, we'll do it with the previous, because why not?
Give me a new one. That was for the other thing. Tell me let's see what you can see in my eyes.
Not great. I don't have inspo either, otherwise I'd use it.
You can have my inspiration.
There we go.
Is it able to be done like that, Dan?
Of course.
Are you going to allow that?
Yeah. Always been able to do that.
That's what we like to see.
Much better.
All right. So what was your? Give me your description again, and I'll respond accordingly.
I'm looking in your eyes. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to feel the emotion just by the eyes alone. Feeling whether there's that feeling of defeat, whether there's sorrow, whatever the case might be. If there's, if it's being pissed off and emotional at us, whatever the case might be, I want to see through your eyes as Aurelian.
I wouldn't say defeat, but you do see distress. You can see the emotional discomfort, almost like there's a deep battle within himself going on. You get the sense that if he was not in dragon form and in his human form, you would see a reaction much like you did when he lost his memories. You wouldn't know how to react. It would be a mix of emotions. Maybe not as erratic, but lost.
Are you all going to be okay if I go with him?
Yeah, that's fine.
Be back soon. He and I need this.
Okay.
What do you
allow me to go with you?
Considering it's the only way that you'll trust me.
Go get it.
He will pick it up in his maw.
Rael, do you do anything about that?
This is where we find out Rael is actually the BBEG. It's Loki.
Do you grab
Right,
his neck
Chris,
and
Just points it at one of us. Deletes us.
He's been an Oathbreaker the entire time.
Oh god.
do you like grab his neck and Crocodile Dundee his ass and pull it out, or like what do you do?
Like try to stealthily like follow.
Okay. So for now, I'm gonna take combat off.
Cool. This is actually perfect because I've wanted a one-on-one chat with him too. So
Put my sword up too if you'd like.
Did you transform back there, Aurelian? I mean, Cesar?
No.
So yeah, it automatically did it. So 1 second, let me. There we go.
I'm sideways.
Yep. Okay, so you wanted to go talk to him in private, you said?
as we are walking.
Okay. Well, it is.
Not walking.
It is already
we're
9:06. So let's
Okay,
do
fair.
stars and wishes really quick.
Cool.
And we're gonna jump into that to at least get that done, and then I think we'll play off the end of the session with your guys' interaction with each other here. Let me see here. Session 6.
Man, it's only been 6 sessions. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Every other
feels like
man.
more.
Every other. It makes it feel a lot longer.
What?
Only 26 sessions a year versus 52.
Oh. True.
And that's with hitting every week. You know, we're already down several weeks, so.
Alright, so I'm going to X-nate Caliban's card because he was out. We're going to start at the top with Alexander Thole, because of course he's always at the top, whether he's Bill.
You always have to start at the top, brother.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Exactly. Hey, man, I like starting with you.
No, I know.
I like starting
He's starting at the top for stars and wishes. Ha!
Ooh.
Started at the top, now
please.
we're here. Okay.
Please murder me. I need help.
Star is to you, Dan, for manipulating Cesar enough to convince him to do this and let a lot of our interactions shine, because it was nice to be able to use my insight and just I enjoyed the conversation between me and Cesar a lot. So it's a star for you for manipulating it, and it's a star for Cesar playing into it and doing an extremely good job about it. It was a lot of fun. I didn't care if it was gonna go good or bad. I liked the tension.
Can I be honest about one thing with that?
Sure.
If I was I'm gonna be completely honest. There's a huge part of me that, like, the way that I envisioned Cesar going, I just couldn't bring myself to do. It would have been point the thing at you and just murder you immediately. But I couldn't just delete your character. I would have felt fucking terrible.
I mean,
By all means, bro.
I think that's what I was egging on. So
on top of that, it throws a huge wrench in everything, and I want the
Sure.
session to continue. So I wanted to find a more constructive route.
Hey man, that's
Sure.
just suspension of disbelief. Sometimes the powers that be, the good stuff happens, and sometimes at some tables, the bad and unexpected stuff happens. If Alexander had died here, well, there's might not be a might be a exit for him and Cesar, but it might be the beginning for them in some other story or some other campaign elsewhere, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Stuff happens, but ultimately you do what you feel is best towards your fellow players and what is the most fun, right? So don't.
Yeah, well, I figured if I do it, Cesar dies. Like, I mean, well, or he kills everybody. One of the two happens after that immediately happens. So something bad. There's a lot of, and I wasn't ready to give up Cesar either, so I didn't want the alternative, you know. So it was just there was a lot of battles.
There's a difference between being a good player and being a good character, right? You know. So. Yeah.
I think it played out well because in my mind and in Alexander's mind, you have now. There is a situation where you have now gained his trust.
Mm-hmm.
In all other cases, you have not given me a reason to trust you. Not saying I didn't trust you, just not giving me a good reason to trust you. Now you have given me, because I saw it. If I didn't see that interaction between you and Aurelian, I was going at you. I was going to attack you and try to get the thing, right?
Yep.
So it's a good thing that I actually saw that and was able to do that. So that's why I liked the interaction that we had.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have killed me, I would have been fine with it. I would have been sad, but I would have been fine with it. It's the game. But I appreciate you being nice and not killing off my character in one fucking hit.
And you're,
All right, wait, are you good aligned?
No.
Oh, then no, you wouldn't have died. You're fine.
Your wish from last time, Alexander, was more of the Cesar manic bullshit.
Yes.
So
yes,
you got that in spades.
Hey, it worked. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I
got my heart racing. It was awesome. I enjoy being able to decipher people because that's kind of what Alexander is. And so, like, the reason why I wanted to do reconnaissance was because I have the observant feat, so I could have easily just watched people talk in the courtyard and gained a lot more information. But then now you gave me this opportunity to talk you up or talk you down, and I think it worked. I think it worked out well.
Do you have any wishes for next session?
I want my puzzle. It can be behind the scenes. I don't want to bog everyone out.
I have laid quite a few out.
Okay, cool.
I don't want somebody to just walk up and hand it to you, so I am letting you find them, but I have a very specific module that allows me to put rotating puzzles, codexes, puzzle boxes, and you actually have to solve them on screen in front of everybody. So, trust me, there's puzzles, there's stuff. I'm not
in front of us. We just have to watch you suffer. That's gonna.
I was gonna say, do not make it to where like they have to suffer with me. If it can be something that they want to interact with,
it is just you doing it. But others, if they click on the same puzzle, then they can watch what you're doing in live time. And
cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like everybody has to sit there and stare at a puzzle.
It's not a rush. I just honestly don't have anything that I want like next session. I think it's going well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Aurelian, almost said Bjorn.
I'm very happy with the interaction I actually got to have with Cesar. It's been one of the biggest points of contention for me going into playing on Saturday games is having interactions with you. And I feel like there was actually something meaningful that happened from it this time. And I got to see a very vulnerable side of you, which was very, I guess, it kind of happened out of nowhere, and I wasn't really expecting that kind of reaction, but the fact that you did it gave something very memorable from the session, so thank you for that. Also, like, Taylor, bruh, where's, like, I'm seriously trying to figure out where the Death Knight is coming in for you, because I'm seriously at this point like undercover evil genius Rael. I'm just expecting it to happen in the future now. But no, legit, I loved watching your stealth. I loved being able to actually
Shadow Monk is something that I feel goes very under the radar a lot. Nobody ever really plays it. And being able to have somebody that's kind of leaning into using a lot of the heavy-duty features from it so quickly right off the bat is really fun. There's a lot of new things I'm discovering about everybody's characters, and every time I get to see something new, I get hyped about it. So that was fun for me. Wishes. I really... I've already stated it before. I want to do something. With my chessboard proficiency. I want it so bad,
Patrick.
But I can't.
Patrick, I have something for that, and when it happens, you're going to cream your jeans. I'm just going to say it right here. So, it is impossible for you not to, and you're going to absolutely be talking about it for the rest of the session when it happens. So,
oh God,
I can't make it happen to you unless you put yourself in a situation where it can happen to you. So just play the game like normal and trust it is going to come along.
Okay.
I promise. It is ready and waiting. I was working on it again today, so it is literally just in the wings for when you happen across it, and you're going to be super, super, super jazzed. So,
other than that, especially after hearing today how many mudras it could take to actually afford something in the town, a way to be able to actually gain ourselves some more, like, some rapid mudras in that sense, whether it be like an arena or
well, you just gave you're making us put back a $61,000 legendary item, so
really
it's 61,000 gold legendary. So
oh my God, that was a legendary relic.
This mustn't fall into anybody's hands. But if we sell it at the nearest shopkeep, is that really so bad?
Jesus Christ.
Yes, it is a legendary item, extremely powerful relic, straight from the book, from the side quest. If you happen to find it, it is a talisman of ultimate evil. It is very rare in the game and very powerful. So, yes.
Could have led with that.
Should it fall? Wow! Had you just told us
like shit? Maybe I could be evil.
If we just sold it, man, I could be evil for 61,000. Yeah, I mean, who knows what could happen should it fall in the wrong hands, or should you put it in a place far away from this guardian? Who knows what could happen in the future of this session to the artifact that you now hold? You never know. Rail, over to you, sir.
I kind of enjoyed the beginning and going over like some of our options, but then ultimately like Cesar like really wanting to get this relic and leading to our encounter with each other. I actually really enjoyed everyone's like part in that. Like that was kind of like fun to see, trying to like Cesar trying to convince us, but since we're still not all that familiar with each other, then especially after hearing some of us one of us seeing what was going on, getting his memories, like having that like distrust there, and then essentially, like you said, like kind of fighting for the one ring to rule them all. That was really fun for me. Yeah, getting to use some of my stealth, having Aurelian persuade him to not like go the route he was originally like going for, or however you want to like look at that. And then like again, all the like inside checks from Alexander, then him having like his rapier ready up in the air. Like, yeah, I just enjoyed all of that.
Awesome.
I can't currently think of any wishes that I have.
No wishes again. No worries.
I'm not hard to please, I'll tell you what.
All right. And of course, last but not least, Cesar. Again, another big session involving you right after the last one. You were kind of like held the linchpin of the fates of many here. What's your star and wish?
Yeah, I mean, my stars are gonna go to the boys as well for the back and forth that I had with both of them. Just to not beat a dead horse. Not gonna go overly specific, but the interactions that I had with both of them was just it's hard. I'm gonna be honest, to maintain this character's composure, which I think is part of the experience. And in all honesty, it's part of the character. He doesn't have a composure. But I also I love seeing Rael use his stealth to try to steal the relic back, and even the idea of throwing it into the Naga's mouth and doing that, I thought that was a very kind of quick-witted idea.
Yeah.
For wishes, honestly, I don't think I have one, but I actually agree with Alexander. I love puzzles. I would like to see some puzzles. Whether it's me doing them or not, I don't care. I love puzzles. I think they're cool.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Before you leave this city, there will be puzzles. Don't you worry.
Every single door is gonna be a puzzle mechanism that we have to unlock.
Right.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
After you complete that puzzle, there's another door with a puzzle.
And they're all different.
You asked for puzzles, you idiot.
Every door has a Rubik's Cube attached to it. We just have to actually put all, but the problem with the Rubik's Cube is it has to have 2 colors per every face instead of 1 color. So now you're just really fucked.
Now you have entered my mind maze. Behold, as the mouse eats the cheese with the string inside, 3 baby otters are dangled over a pool of lava. What will you do?
I free the lava.
I free the lava. Damn it, now they can't fall in the lava. You've beaten my trap. Okay, well, coming back to the scene really quick so we can close.
Oh, hold on, no, I gotta pee. Listen, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait on this forever. Give me 2 seconds.
2 seconds, damn.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's a fast pee. Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
If I were to have used one of my telekinetic abilities to pick up the object off the ground, would I have taken the damage?
Nope.
I fucking do it. The funny thing is my thing says a loose object, so I couldn't just rip it out of his hand.
Mage hand, anything like that, telekinesis would not count as far as making contact and moving the object.
But when he kicked it off, I was like, oh, if I see it, then I can just pick it up and move it 30 feet further away.
Now, if you held onto it with your telekinetic abilities and walked around with it, that would still be counted as carrying the object, though.
Okay, see, that's what I thought. Okay.
So it is smart. It is a evil talisman that can adapt and figure out what you're doing and still damage you anyway, right? It's adaptable. Very dangerous. Okay, so he's back.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Does anybody go for the talisman? Do you...
I have put my full trust into Aurelian, and so I'm not doing anything.
Aurelian or Cesar?
Aurelian.
Okay, gotcha. Cesar.
Now,
you picked it up in your mouth, so Do you stay in dragon form? Do you guys start heading back? What do you do now that you're holding the item?
Like I said, he has every intent of actually returning it.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what's the next thing you guys do from here?
Well, as we are making the trek with Aurelian following behind him, he's going to be quiet for a little bit, kind of watching how Cesar moves. Aurelian, I'm taking some liberty. Aurelian has probably seen dragons in books, but I don't know if Aurelian would have actually ever experienced one firsthand, literally just traveling the world yet. And both fascinated, but at the same time, Cesar. What was her name?
Useless.
He knows.
He kind of listen. He has a talisman in his mouth right now. All right, he's
I get it.
He's just gonna look back at you, but not say a word. And the look isn't necessarily.
It's more just a how dare you.
It's more of a like. It's more of a like, what's it to you? Like, why does it matter?
Upon him turning and facing you as well too, Aurelian, you see the figure, the talisman, begin to glow red again as he's holding it towards you in his mouth, and a small piece of something in your pocket begins to feel warm and vibrate upon this happening. A piece that you've carried with you that you're somewhat unsure about, that is in the shape of the knight's horse.
I pulled the piece out.
Holding it in front of you, see its eyes glowing red as the talisman glows in red in turn upon now both of these objects being in close proximity. And you see that the small red figurine begins to forcibly turn in your hand to face the talisman.
Don't understand.
Do you try to resist it in any way? It is now starting to pull you towards the talisman.
How often has something like this actually happened to me?
This is the first time.
Considering it's a bit of a new sensation for Aurelian, I think he's probably going to go with it. At least for right now.
Do you continue to hold on to the piece, or do you let it go?
Yes, I do.
As it pulls your hand towards his mouth, they get within inches of each other, and suddenly you see a flood of red light that kind of envelops the area around here. And it seems to erupt from the contact from both the talisman and the piece as a vision flashes through your head. That of
is this just him?
This is of a burning red eye. Now, those of you of the psychic persuasion who are nearby could pick up on this as well if they were to roll an intelligence saving throw. Depending,
sure,
you might get a little bit of the bleed off of this. But you suddenly see a vision that even you can't explain without your memories, that of a red knight in a burning evil.
Oh, well, nope, never mind.
Let me see something actually really quick here. Yeah, it's
natural one.
Is this just in his head, or do I see this too?
You see this too, actually, because you're holding on to the talisman. I forgot about that.
Cool.
I was hoping for such. This was going to be hella awkward if it was just me.
I'm gonna let it play one more time. As the vision ends, suddenly you two are blasted apart 10 feet away from each other. And the idol inside your mouth, Aurelian, inside your mouth, Cesar, shatters the talisman.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, I will run to attend Aurelian and to check to see if he's conscious.
Both of you guys, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm sorry, Coop? Coop's like, I don't care. I got Constitution for days, bro.
Yeah, I do. Hey, I finally didn't roll shit.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Check out, I'm going to now.
I would say with that, Alexander, unfortunately, you don't pick up on what happened.
Correct, yeah. I figured with a nat one.
Both of you guys are still conscious. You both take 10 damage to your hit points from the eruption and the fragments that got sent everywhere. But there's just a steaming pile of the white bone fragments of the talisman on the ground that droop and just pool, and they basically turn black as they hit the ground, and then eventually start smoking as they just sit there burning on the ground. The piece in your the piece in your hand, Aurelian, the eyes of it stop glowing.
I don't know if anyone heard me, but I was trying to give Alexander my inspiration.
Go ahead.
I did not hear that.
This is a new sensation for me, right?
Oh yeah. This is the first time in your recollection this has ever happened.
No way.
Thank you, Rel. I'm sorry. It was almost a 20, and then it just said nah.
It's fine. Listen, guys, it's fine. We don't need the inspos for the crazy fucking break-in that we have to do.
Yeah,
we don't need those.
Hey, it's okay. We'll be alright.
It's alright.
You know, Dan should be giving out some inspos for great roleplay.
Yeah, dude, we were roleplaying our asses off, and we didn't get shit, bro. I'm kidding.
Gonna turn the piece around in his hand, and he's gonna look. For the first time, I think there's just this utter look of just both shock and confusion on his face. Normally he's very collected, but I think this is like the first time that he legit does not know what the fuck just happened.
And that's where we'll end our session.